Hello and welcome to Tea Time with Pizza. I am so excited today. We've got Nene again on the show for just further discussion and chats, and I'm just so excited. The last time we had you on the show, it was awesome. We had a really nice time discussing what we're discussing, and it's good to see you again. It's good to have you again on the show. Welcome.
It's been a while. Thank you. Thanks for having me back. How you been? I've been good.
That's good.
Thank you for having me back.
That's good. I'm happy to have you back. So, guys, today we're just going to be talking about something a bit different. This topic will be focused more on men. As you all know, there's a lot going on with our brothers out there, guys, and our men, because they are not just our brothers. They are our brothers, our uncles, our husbands, our boyfriends, and they are under a lot of pressure lately that can be seen through the effects that is having just on their day-to-day lives. Like, we see now a lot of men committing suicides and a lot of men losing it to drugs and alcohol, losing it to being in the streets instead of at home, losing it to just struggles. Like, we see it all around us. And today I wanted to talk about Nene because he always voices out his own opinions and what he sees on social media, and he's even made a post about men and the stress that society puts onto men. And today I just wanted to come and have that discussion with you, Nene. What are some of the things that you feel contribute to men's mental health issues, like to men's mental illness and depressions and all that we see that is just going on with men breaking down?
For me, one of the biggest things is that we're told men are not meant to be emotional. But as men, we're more emotional than women, because anger is an emotion, being excited is an emotion, being grateful, sad, they're all types of emotion. But when we talk about men not being emotional, we only focus on negative emotions. And the thing is, as men, we need to create a safe space amongst our friends, that when we're going through things, we need to be able to talk and voice things that aren't going right. Because a lot of times, men are told to just, okay, it'll be all right, and keep it moving. Don't voice your opinions, don't voice anything.
Yeah.
But we're coming to a place that people are being through certain traumas and never been able to reach out and speak about those traumas. It's not that anyone can help you heal from anything. The thing is, as men, we need to create a safe space as men, as friends, to be able to come and communicate and to go back and forth. Because if you see, women have a safe space, whether it's a safe space or not a safe space, they talk to their friends, and over time, their friendship circle go down because a lot of their business is exposed.
Yeah.
And as men, we see that. So we don't want the same thing happening to us. And it's why men hold things in, because at the same time, even though they're your friends, you don't know who you can trust, because you might tell your personal business to them and they're in a relationship with someone. They might go tell your personal business to the woman, and then it go around like that. So at the same time, we like to keep everything held in. And we're told that men are meant to be strong and we're not meant to voice our opinion. But the two do not go hand in hand. Being an emotional man and being a weak man do not correlate. Because I know men that aren't emotional, they're very weak. So just because you're an emotional person does not make you a weak man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of times, people, they go onto drugs or they commit suicide. There's always a group of people that says, oh, they were loved by everyone, they were so... But they felt alone.
They felt, yeah.
So if you feel alone as a man, it doesn't matter how many people are around you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, men go through certain traumas, and just by speaking about it, you're letting it out of your body. You're letting the energy out of your body.
Yeah.
So you're able to then start a healing process. Not that anyone can help you. By talking to someone, they can't help you. Only you can heal from what you've been through.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we keep it inside,
but a space has to be created in order for you to heal. You can't heal when everything else is still disastrous, like you just said. Not having that safe space, not having those friends that you can trust, that person that you can go to and express yourself to without judging you and telling you that you are a weak person, and or not keeping what you have discussed
Yeah,
opened up to with them to themselves.
and the way society has changed, it used to be like if a woman isn't married, have kids or whatever by 25, she's not a woman.
Yeah.
Now it's a
She got
man.
it all
If you're 20, if you're 25, 26, you don't have kids, you don't have a house, you don't have the job you want, you're not a man.
You're not, yeah.
So what I want to tell the men out there, you work on your clock. No one can tell you where you need to be at what age or whatever, because that's a lot of pressure on certain men. And sometimes a lot of pressure on men comes from the woman they're with too. Because some women, they expect so much from a man, whether it's financial or emotional or this or that. And then they'll be like, how come you're not like this person? Or how come you're not like that? Why would you? It's a lot of pressure on a man as well. And at the same time, men want to be respectful and not lash out. But sometimes the emotion of things is why men get angry at their woman too. Because it's so much pressure, they feel safe with you.
Yeah.
And that's why they're able to get, like with their woman, they're able to express themselves like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like if men created a safe space as men to talk about their problems, to discuss issues, I'm just going by myself. The people that I have close to me, if I'm ever going through anything, I can call them 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, doesn't matter what time, daytime, nighttime, we can talk and we can express ourselves. There's times they're going through something, I'll sit there, listen. I'm going through something, even something as simple as, okay, where are you? I'm coming, let's go for dinner.
Yeah.
Something simple like
Let's
that,
grab
just
a
being
drink.
present,
Yeah.
just be there.
Yeah.
But a lot of men, they want to have this bravado, act tough. I don't talk about my emotions. I get told all the
I'm a
time.
tough man.
I get told all the time that I talk too much on social media. But
But you talk positive.
yeah, but even whether it's positive or negative, whatever, they say I talk too much. But and they go, oh, you know, men are meant to talk. It makes you weak. I go, you can think I'm weak, but I know how I am.
Yeah, I know I'm
There's
strong.
there's a difference. The two can never go hand in hand, and that's the problem. Society has made men feel like they've empowered women. It's all about empowering women. Everything is about empowering women. Let's empower women. Let's empower women. It's almost like if you have 2 kids, and all your focus is on your oldest kid. You forget your second kid. You don't think at some point in time that second kid's going to feel worthless
It will.
and not feel like they're loved and not feel loved or anything like that. So, and then it becomes like a bubble. It's about the burst. So much pressure, and burst. And that's when some men turn to alcohol, drugs, commit
deal with
suicide,
it.
harm
Yeah.
themselves, get violent, go to jail. Like there's so many different avenues. And I just feel like we need to, sometimes men need to be appreciated
Yes.
at the end of the day, because we can do everything in life and you're just being a man.
Yeah.
You're doing this, you're providing for your family, okay, you're just being a man. You're going to work, you're getting up, you're hustling, you're just being a man.
Yeah.
Instead of appreciating the sacrifices that men have made too.
Yeah.
It's not just women that make sacrifices,
Yeah.
it's men that make sacrifices.
And women want to be appreciated, like for their cookings and looking after the kids. We
Everything.
often complain and say, you know, you don't take me out for dinner, you don't appreciate me anymore, you don't compliment me, you don't tell me you love me, you don't do this. That's certainly one thing that I do. Like I always remind my man, I'm like, when I look good, I need to know that I look good, and I need, you know, to hear you tell me that I look good rather than hearing a stranger man tells me that I look good. I wanna hear that I'm loved and I'm appreciated all the time.
But you should
and
also,
and that goes the same. I should
but you
be
should
open
understand that those words from someone that's not your man, they mean nothing.
Yeah,
His
nothing.
appreciation for you
Yeah,
is going to
means
work
everything.
and hustling. It could be cooking. Could be, don't just look at certain aspects. And that's what I feel like a lot of men are under pressure, because women will look at certain aspects. You could do 99 things right, but the
And
one
that
thing
one
you
wrong
do wrong,
thing.
the woman will just hound you, and then you become pressure on you, and then you become like,
And you feel like all the 99 you've done is nothing.
It's nothing. It's worthless. And then that's where the anger comes from as well, like the stress. So at the same time, men need to be appreciated. I'm not talking every man. I'm talking like good men.
Yeah.
A man that is there for
A
his
man
woman.
that is worth
Yeah.
appreciating.
That's it. But like to all the young people or all the people, anyone going through any trauma or anything, you feel like you don't have the answers or a way to speak out, or you feel like the world's closing in on you, just understand, life is always better than death. So no matter what you're going through, the day, it's not going to rain for 365 days of the year. Eventually, the sun will shine. And once you pass through that struggle, you appreciate the sunshine. So just don't give up hope, don't give up faith. If you need to speak to people, just reach out and speak to people. Sometimes it's better to speak to someone you don't know because they can't even talk to anyone around you or let your story out. So I think...
And another thing that I feel like we should touch on is seeking for help does not mean you're weak. It doesn't mean weakness.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like we have it in our African, let's say, culture or background that when a man seek for support, or when a person seek for support, or when a person acknowledge that they have a mental health problem, they are looked at as a weak person. In fact, back home in Africa, back in the days, a person that has a mental health is referred to as a mad person. They didn't think that you have a mental health or that you're having a breakdown because things got too much for you, pressure got too much for you, life got too much for you, and that's the reason that you broke down. That's the reason that you're having a mental issue. That's the reason that you're shattering down. They don't think about it that way. They automatically think, oh, you're weak, or you've just gone mad.
You know why?
But it's not actually that. It's the pressure of life. It's traumas that hasn't been dealt with.
But you know why?
Why?
Because the parents and the older people been through war at an age. So then they think, how can whatever you're going through compared to that? But they need to also understand that the kids went through that same war.
That's true.
Maybe they didn't have to fight in the same way, but they still saw the same things. And that's trauma that is trauma from years that no one's ever dealt with or sat down and spoke about. And then you come to a different country and they look at it like, there's no war here. How can you have any pressure here?
Yeah, you're not hearing guns, sounds of guns, and forgetting that they've heard it when they were children.
That's why.
And even may I point out the fact that even when the children themselves have not experienced trauma, they have lived the trauma through their parents. Like there are some of us who have grown up as young people in hostile households, or in households where our parents have been badly damaged to the point that instead of parenting us positively, they actually damaged us by their words, by their actions, by how they did things, by even just watching our parents just fight, fight and insult each other, and having a parent being kicked out of the house and things like that. All that contributes. There are a lot of men who are broken down just from watching how their mothers were abused because their fathers did not heal from the traumas that they went through in the war and in other aspects of their lives. So just because your child did not live through the war, it does not mean that he didn't get affected by it. The fact that you were affected by it and you didn't deal with it meant that in some way, somehow, you have transferred that trauma to that young man. Anyway, in my opinion, that's what I think also happened in some cases.
I understand. But look, I just think it's about like reaching out, speaking up, trying to do whatever you deal with, because the pressures on men these days, it just keeps growing and growing. And until we start to understand that like a man still has feelings, still has emotions, still can be down, still can be upset. There's things that we need to deal with. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about on that topic.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a really great topic, guys. I hope that you've heard what Nathaniel has said. Seek help. You're not a weak man when you seek help. You're not a weak man just because you're in the position that you're with. And like he said, being alive is better than being dead, no matter the situation that you're in right now. And if I'm permitted to quote the Bible, it actually says that a live dog is better than a dead lion. I don't know if you've ever read that or
I've
if
heard
that
it.
makes sense.
Of course.
A dog that is alive is better than a dead lion. When you
course.
see a dog and a lion and they're both alive, which one is greater?
The lion.
Lion is king of the jungle. He's all powerful and almighty. But when he's dead and he has no life,
The dog
a
is stronger.
miserable dog that has life in him, it's still better than this dead lion, because at the end of the day, he's got life. He still has the chance to breed and to flourish and to go around and look for bones.
Yeah.
And chew, and maybe tomorrow even flamed up, and put on weight or whatever. So, I don't know if that helps anybody even, but it's just to say, please don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. We see the pressure that you're in. Me as a woman, I see it. As your fellow sister, I see it. I see it. And then when I see it, it really breaks my heart, because I feel like we've got so many great men in our society that are being destroyed just by the pressure and by all the things that are going on in the society. And the saddest part is people are not even opening up to try and understand them and understand their pain. Instead, we just jump and start judging, and we contribute. And for any man that is going through such a hard time at the moment, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, and I pray that God gives you the strength to pull out of that stage that you're in right now. Thank you so much for watching Tea Time. Nene, thank you for being on the show
No,
again.
thank you
Once
again.
It's been awesome.
No, it's
I've
been
loved
really
having
good.
you here.
It's
And
good.
I
The
hope to
discussion's been
just
good.
be seeing you.
No, it's been
To
good.
just be seeing you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching Tea Time with Peter. Please subscribe to the channel. Help this channel to grow. Let this channel grow so that we can reach more people, so that we can inspire more people. We can motivate more people and encourage. This channel is just to encourage and to motivate, and for us to help each other as young people in all these issues that we're facing in our day-to-day lives. I can promise you, whatever you're going through right now in your own situation, someone else is going through it. And it is better spoken about than being kept inside. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, follow us on Facebook on Tea Time with Peter, and also follow our Instagram page. Thank you so much, and see you next time.